Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we're going to have the continuation on how to solve number problems. So I have here examples to be shown in this video or to be solved in this video. So the first example, let me read the first example. We have the product of 1/4 and 1/5 of a number is 500. What is the number? So as you can see here, the one that is being asked from the problem is we have the number. So the problem is only looking for the number, only one number. So meaning to say we are just going to use one variable that will represent the number. So we will let a variable that will represent this number. So let us say let x is equals or be the number. So this is the very best thing that you can do in solving a problem. First is to find what is asked in the problem, and then second is assign a variable that will represent the missing value or the missing or what is being asked in the problem. So next is we have to get the solution. So with that, let us go back to the statement of the problem. We have here the product of 1/4 and 1/5 of a number is 500. So if you are going to interpret this one, meaning to say you are going to multiply the number with, or you are going to get 1/4 of the number and 1/5 of the number and then get the product. Okay, so we have here 1/4 of the number, the product of 1/4 of the number, so 1/4 of x, because the number is represented by x. That is what we did in the first step in solving this problem. Then, since the product, meaning to say you are going to multiply 1/4 of x and 1/5 of x. We have and 1/5 of a number. So meaning to say 1/5 of x, since the number is represented by x, is equals to, we have 500. So meaning to say, if you are going to multiply 1/4 of a number and 1/5 of a number, that will be equal to 500. So we have here now the expression or the equation formed from the statement. So that is one way to interpret the problem. So just write the statement in the form of equation. So next, our target here is to find the value or to find the number. So that is x. So we have to solve for x here. So to simplify this one further, we have to multiply the left side. So 1/4 times 1/5, that is 1/20. Because 1 times 1, that is 1. 4 times 5, that is 20. So that is the rule for multiplying fraction. That is, you are going to multiply numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. Then x times x, that is x squared, is equals to 500. Notice that we have a fraction here which is 1/20 in the left side, but it can be written in the form of x squared over 20 is equals to 500. So 1/20 times x squared, or 1/20 x squared, can be also expressed in the form of x squared over 20 is equals to 500. Now, since we have here x squared over 20 and in the right side we have only 500, to simplify this one further, just simply cross multiply the terms in the left side and the term in the right side. So by cross multiplying, you can get x squared times 1, 20 times 500. So that is the result after we multiplied or we cross multiply the term in the left and right side. So x squared times 1, that is x squared. 20 times 500, that is 10,000. So next, our purpose is to find the value of x, but since x here has an exponent of 2, we have to eliminate that one by just simply getting the square root of x squared. So square root of x squared, then whatever we did in the left side must also be applied in the right side, meaning to say we are going to get also the square root of the right side, which is the square root of 10,000. So now, we have to simplify this one further to find the value of x, the exact value of x. So x, square root of x squared, that is x. Then square root of 10,000, that is 100. So notice that we already get the number which is represented by x, and that is equal to 100. Meaning to say, the number that the problem is looking for or is asking for is equal to 100, and that is represented by x. So to check if this is really the number that the problem is asking for, just simply substitute the value of x, which is the number or the representation for the number, which is equal to 100, to the expression that we formed earlier. So we have 1/4 x. To check if 1/4 x multiplied to 1/5 x will be equal to 100. So it should be equal to 100. So 1/4 of 100, since the value of our x or the number that we obtain is equal to 100, then times 1/5 of 100 is equals to 500. So 1/4 of 100, that is 25. And we have 1/5 of 100, that is 20, is equals to 500. Multiplying 25 and 20, you will get 500 is equals to 500. Mean to say, correct. We are right that the value or the correct value or the correct number that the problem is asking for is, we have 100. So this is the correct answer. And this is the primary solution. Okay. So next we have example number 2 and the last example for this video. So we have here, let me read the second example. 2 times a certain number added to 30 gives the same result as 3 times the same number subtracted from 90. What is the number? So we have here the problem. So the statement or the problem is asking for the number again. So again, if the number is looking for a single number, just let one variable to represent that number. So just like what we did in the previous example, we will just assign one variable to represent this number. So we'll let x be the number. It is just a matter of making the number into different manner. So in the statement, the number is being used in different manner. So that is quite confusing, but we have to understand this one and convert that one into a form of expression to solve for x or the number. So we have the solution now. Going back to the statement given in the problem, we have 2 times a certain number, and we already know that the number is represented by x. So 2 times x added to 30 gives the same result as 3 times the same number subtracted from 90. So we have 2 times a certain number added to 30, meaning to say 30 plus 2 times a certain number represented by x. So that is why 30 plus 2x gives the same result as, meaning to say this statement gives the same result as, meaning to say in short that is equal to 3 times. Okay, so is equal to 3 times the same number subtracted from. Be careful from the word from, or in the word here, which is from. So meaning to say you have to write first 90 here, then subtracted with 3 times the number, or that is equivalent to 3x. Since the statement stated that 3 times the same number, or 3 times the number subtracted from 90. It is very different from subtracted to 90 or subtracted with 90. So we have here now the expression that we get. So this is the expression or the equation that we obtain based on the statement provided in the problem. So now the next step that we're going to do here is to find the value of x, which is the number that the problem is looking for. So since we have here like terms, we have 2x and 3x, 30 and 90, we have to combine all these terms. So 2x, if we're going to transfer negative 3x to the other side, it will become positive 3x. then is equals to 90. Then if we are going to transfer positive 30 to the other side, it will become negative 30. Notice that 2x plus 3x can be added since they are like terms. So 2x plus 3x, that is 5x. And notice that 90 minus 30 can be subtracted since they are both constant numbers. So we have 90 minus 30, that is 60. Notice that we have 5 on the left side. What we are going to do here to make the left side as x only, we have to divide both sides by 5 to eliminate 5 in the left side. So 5x divided by 5, that is x is equals to 60 divided by 5, that is 12. So notice that we already found the value of x that represents the number that the problem is looking for, or the number that is being asked from the problem is equal to 12. So now to check this one, we have to substitute the value of x, which is the number equal to 12, to the first expression that we formulated out from the statement given from the problem. So we have 30 to check. So 30, let me write again the expression that we formulated earlier. So the left side must be equal to the right side, because that is what is being mentioned or stated in the problem here. So we have 30 plus 2. Our x, or the value of our x, now will become 12, or substitute x with 12 is equals to 90 minus 3 times the variable x here will be substituted with 12. So 30 plus 12 times, 2 times 12 is 24 is equals to 90 minus 3 times 12, that is 36. So 30 plus 24, that is 54, is equals to 90 minus 36, that is still 54. Meaning to say they are equal. So we are correct that the correct value for x that represent the number required from the problem is equal to 12. So the correct answer, or you can have therefore the number is 12. So the correct value is 12. So this is the correct solution, or this is how we solve the problem. So that's all for this video. I hope you learned something about the explanation I provided based on my capacity to explain the concept on how to solve number problem. So don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and see you to my next video. God bless everyone.